What up, people? Welcome to GameOver Entertainment, and today on The Walking Dead Wednesday, we're talking about Season 3 and possible returning characters that we've already seen in Season 1, Season 2, and the 400-day DLC possibly showing up or making an appearance in Season 3, okay? I just want to talk about the likelihood of these characters actually showing up and what I think about it, okay? So, I'm using the WalkingDeadWikia.com page. I'm looking through the list of characters right here. And just to be clear, I'm only talking about the characters, the characters that could be in the alive status, and the determinant status, and the unknown status, okay? These three, okay? We're not dealing with undead, and we're not dealing with dead people, alright? We're gonna skip all that. And first on deck, we got your boy, Lee Everett. So I get this comment all the time, alright guys? I want to see Lee. Lee's still alive. Come on, Telltale, bring him back. Guys, I don't think we're ever going to see Lee again, alright? Give this man a rest, alright? He had an honorable death. He went out saving a little girl's life, Clementine. And, you know, whether you choose to shoot him yourself or let him turn into a walker, either way, I don't think we're going to be seeing him again, either, you know, his dead body or as a walker, alright? I think Telltale's finished with this storyline. They gave a little nod to him in Season 2, Episode 5. And that was nice little homage right there. We may get some more dialogue and conversation about Lee, but I don't think we'll see his character model again in the show in any form or fashion, okay? So, peace out, Lee. Now, Clementine, of course, she's gonna be in Season 3, man. She has to be. Now, these two characters right here, Clementine's neighborhood, Andre and Chet. Depending on your choice, you can run into one of these two goons right here. Chet, he's a determinant character actually. Based on your decision, he could possibly be dead. Because if you go at nighttime, you actually see him as a walker already. So seeing that fact, I think it's not very likely that he will show up again. But if he did, I think that'd be a pretty good nod to Season 1. And I wonder if Clementine would even remember him. It was such... she saw him such a long time ago, and it was only for just a few minutes. So yeah, it wasn't that long she spent with Chet. So he could show up, but I don't think Telltale take the effort to put him back in the story. Andre, on the other hand, this guy right here, he could possibly survive this. He is an officer of the law. He knows weapons training. Him showing up again, hey, that can happen. And if that did happen, I think that'd be pretty nice too. So Andre showing up again would be pretty cool, man. Just to see how much he's changed since we first met him, when he knew nothing of what's going on, and to see him develop throughout the years and see what he's become would be interesting enough as it is. He could be a person possibly in maybe Wellington. You know, maybe he made it up that far, got to that safe zone, and we see him there. All right, but yeah, just wishful thinking right there. The Greene family. Now, Sean, of course, being dead, but Herschel, on the other hand, I'm not too sure about Herschel. Him showing up would be nice. You know, a good nod to comic book fans and the TV show fans. We've seen him before in both formats, and as you can tell, this Herschel is different from the one we've seen in the TV show. He's actually an alternate personality too. He's not the same person. He just he does have the same background, but his mannerism and the way he acts is different. And I really like this guy, man. He was he didn't believe Lee. You know, he scrutinized him, he criticized him. He wanted to just make sure what kind of man he was that he's inviting to his home, and I can respect that. All right, so Herschel showing up again. The likelihood of it, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But would I like to see it? Yes, I think it'd be kind of cool having him back up. I don't know what context he would actually show up in either, because he was pretty dedicated to his farm. So I don't know how he would have got to Wellington or whatever. Especially, you know, he got two girls to watch after too, so he has some more family he needs to look after. Alright, so Kenny and his family. So we already know about Katja and Duck. But Kenny, on the other hand, yes, I think he will be showing up in Season 3. The chance of this happening is very high. I mean, Telltale, I don't think they're going to waste the opportunity to capitalize on the people who actually went with the Kenny ending. And, you know, just to have him in there in some form of fashion, of course. Now, will he be lasting very long? I don't know. He is a determinant character now, which makes his likelihood of returning and staying very less likely, okay, basically. But we will definitely see him in Season 3. I can almost guarantee it, unless Telltale really throws a curveball at us. Alright, and these three guys, they're all dead, so yeah. Moving on. Now, Glenn, Carly and Doug, you know, being dead. Glenn, on the other hand, Yeah, I put him in the same boat as Herschel. You know, we got him in the TV show, we got him in the comic books, and all other kind of formats. I think him and Herschel, when they first put them in there, they only put him in episode 1 for a reason. I think to facilitate the fact and just advertise the fact that these are the same universe. You know, the characters you liked from the show, they're here. They're here in this game too. So it'd be an easy transition from anybody who likes the show a lot wanting to play the game. So I think that was a device they used to get people to ease into the game. And I'm not too sure if these characters will ever show up again, because Telltale has a lot of other characters that they made on their plate, and using already established characters that people already know about, I don't think they're going to be doing. So, you know, in all honesty, would I like to see Glenn again? Of course. Now, will we see him again? Highly doubtful. Him and Herschel, I put them in the same boat now. So, you know, those are my thoughts on that one right there. Now, moving down, Larry being dead, we know about that. And Lily showing up in season 3. I actually already made a video about this and how cool it would be if Lily was the leader of Wellington. Alright, if you guys haven't already, check out that video right there. I'm really spouting off a lot of nonsense in the video, but if you think about it, it kind of works out in a way. But Lily in season 3, I'm gonna put that up there. I'm gonna put that up there as very likely. Okay, I think if Telltale wanted to bring her back, this would probably be the last time they probably could. You know, season 3, have her make a return. You don't know if she's dead or alive. This will be a way for us to find out. She's in the unknown status, and yeah, I just think it'd be very cool if she showed up in Wellington. Okay, the Stone Mountain School, being his friend and teacher, they're all dead. Now, the St. John Dairy Farm family. Alright, we already know about these guys right here. Andrew, now he could possibly still show up, because there's an option at the end where Lee can actually, you know, deal the final blow on him. Or you can have the walkers come and take him away. But we never see the walkers actually kill him. He could have escaped from that. He could have gotten away. And he may be plotting a revenge for the death of his brother and his mom. Oh, it's his brother Danny. You know, that's also up to you too. You could have left him down like that with a pitchfork, but his outcome looks very grim. You know, his leg's been disabled, caught in that trap, and walkers are closing in on his position. I don't think Danny's possible, but Andrew coming through, and you know, some type of revenge type storyline would be pretty crazy, man. It'd be crazy. You know, he really doesn't like Kenny. You know that. You know, I don't think he has anything against Clem, but the man is a cannibal. You can't trust a cannibal no matter what. And then the other hand, we got this guy Terry. We never really meet him in the flesh. It's also was rumored that Charles or Chuck was the father of the St. John family. Which I was like, what? When I first read that. But Terry showing up, I don't know what kind of context they can have him in the show. So I'm gonna say very unlikely that this character is here. All right, guys. So no Terry. You're like, who the hell is Terry? Right? Okay, that's what Clementine be saying. So I don't think so, man. Save-A-Lot Bandits. These guys, nah, I'm gonna put them all done for. I don't think we'll ever see them again. Now this is interesting. Jolene's family. Now we've seen what happened to Jolene. Either she's killed by Daly or by Lee, depending on your choice. But her daughter Danielle, that is, I think this little girl was actually sexually molested by these Save-A-Lot Bandits. I think that's what they were hitting at, and they never really go into detail about what really happened with her. So, you know, her showing up, not many people would actually like remember this girl or whatever context she was in the show. But if she did show up and there was any kind of character named Danielle, I would associate the two together immediately, and she'd probably be, judging by her age in the fold, she'd probably be like a teenager when we see her again in the show, if we ever see her again. But I put that highly unlikely for that one. I think it'd be a nice little cameo treat for fans, for hardcore fans of the season who know the characters, but I don't think they'll take the effort to put him back in there, man. Charles, okay, you know he died already, man. Chuck, R.I.P. went out saving Clementine. You know, I gotta give him a nod for that. Now Omid already did. We already know about that. You know. Now Krista, on the other hand, yes, I think she can show up in season 3, or we can, if not show up in season 3, at least get some closure on the Krista situation. I think it's too open-ended right now, if to be honest. Last time we saw Krista, season 1, no, season 2, episode 1 when we were being attacked by those bandits or whatever they are. I don't know the situation with them. But when we're running away, Krista, we hear a gunshot, and Krista's actually screaming before the gunshot, and when the gunshot goes off, she stops screaming. So, you know, it makes me believe that at the very least, she was shot. Now, if she did or not did, that is to be determined. But either way, I would like to know the truth about Krista and get some resolution on that situation, man. So Krista showing up with C3, I put that as likely, maybe not her in person, but some information emerging from her would be cool. Maybe she's in Wellington right now and she's going by alias. Maybe she's using a different name. She want to make a new person for herself. That's why when Clementine asks, do you know someone here named Krista? She doesn't, the guard isn't aware of anyone with that name. So, yo, and there's a lot of people at Wellington. You know, you think she really knows the name of every single person that lives in Wellington? I find that highly unlikely too. So, you know, it's very possible. Crawford residence. All right. So, Logan, he's dead, I guess. Anna. This is the woman we saw in the video. I don't know if you guys remember this now, because you have to think back for a lot of these characters. Season 1, episode 4, she was the one who actually brought the downfall of Crawford community. And, you know, it's hard for me to believe that she actually got away with everything that she did. And she was pregnant at the time, so her outlook to actually surviving her pregnancy and going on with that look very grim. So I put her as like not very likely at all. Molly showing up, I put that as not very likely either. Of course, I would like to see her show up, but Molly, I don't really see her making the transition. Clementine's in a position right now. She's very far away from Savannah, from where she is right now. Okay, she's nowhere close to it. But you know, maybe Clementine in the Alone ending, when she's traveling with AJ, she may be heading toward where we last saw Molly, around Savannah and stuff like that. But you know, Molly, she had a pretty good setup in Savannah. I don't think she's going to be moving anytime soon. Even when we presented with the opportunity to go on the boat to get away, to, you know, forge a new path, she even denied that. So she wanted to stay where she was at. I don't think she'll ever leave Savannah. If Clementine is heading back there toward that direction, she could possibly run into her. Now that would be a badass little team. Her, AJ, and Molly. That'd be pretty badass right there. You know, Molly, she's pretty fond of Clementine. That's actually what stopped her from actually helped made up her mind to help her, let her help Lee. If it wasn't for Clementine being there, she may have killed Lee in that little altercation, or she may not have helped you in the when we got trapped by those walkers. But yo, Molly in season 3, love to see it, but I do find it highly unlikely. Okay. The cancer group support group. All right, these guys right here. Vernon, he's been listed as dead. I don't know what context that is in, but I guess I think we heard some dialogue within the 400 days when these guys were talking about Vernon and what was going on. Not Crawford. I keep on saying Crawford for him, but that context that related to his death, even though he tried to take the boat. So I'm gonna trust the Wikia. Vernon is dead. I'm gonna just say that. Bree, we all see her die. Boyd, he's a Determinant. Apparently, I don't remember that one though. Where is he from? I don't remember him. Joyce and Clive. These guys actually made an appearance in 400 days. These guys showing up again. Maybe Clive. I can see Clive showing up again. He seems to pop up out of weird places. Maybe not Joyce too much. I feel like Clive was more vocal, more opinionated. So him showing up again, I don't know what context though, but it's possible. It's possible. I'll give him that. And how are these people still alive? I mean, I guess the cancer was like under remission, so these guys were able to live without proper medication, even without Vernon's help. But if that cancer ever comes back, then all these guys are guaranteed not going to survive that without proper treatment. And I don't know how you would get that in this day and age. Okay, so moving on to 400 days. All right, guys, we're getting closer to season 2. We got Vince, the possible character for 400 days. You know what? These 400 day guys, the main primary guys, only reason I think we saw them in season 2 is because they were promised to us when we got the 400 days DLC. But the short cameo they had was really not a good payoff for it. I think I mentioned this a couple of times ago. Will they be showing up again? I highly doubt it, man. They are very determined characters. not based on death, but whether or not like their situation in the Walking Dead storyline is so, you know, scattered based on what your decisions were in 400 days. I don't see any of these guys possibly showing up again. So that's my thoughts on the main key 400 day members. Now these other guys we have on here, Justin and Danny, I can see this. I can see this actually happening right here. Bennett, on the other hand, if you remember this guy right here, this was the guy we found outside of if you play Wire's storyline, he was the guy we found if you choose to go out and help the guy by the car after he's been run over. You know, you choose to help him. You run into a walker, and it's actually this guy. He could be a walker on that hand. So I don't think he will be making an appearance. One of these guys showing up in season 3, I would like it. I personally like it. We really didn't get any resolution or answers about what happened to these two, so I would like to know that about what happened with this. But it would be, I think it'd be a nice treat, you know, depending on your choice too. You can see either one of them. I think that'd be pretty cool. So them from season 3 would be a good opportunity for Telltale to capitalize on player choice, no doubt. Russell, I already talked about all the 400 day dudes, but Nate showing up, I want to see him. I want to see him in season 3. Could he show up? Yeah, he could. I think this guy is, he's crazy. He's crazy, but he's funny crazy. And I think he's a good addition. They made a really interesting character right here, and I think they could utilize him a little bit more. Now, definitely a creepy ass dude, man. I don't want to see him interact with Clementine at all, but him in the storyline I think would be pretty cool, man. He definitely spiced things up and made it interesting, no doubt. So Nate in season 3, let's make it happen, Telltale. Okay, likely or not likely, I'll put it right in the middle, man. Okay, I don't know. He's just too interesting to pass up. I don't think they should let him die. Wyatt's group. Wyatt, no, he's with the 400 Day people. Eddie, another interesting person from 400 Days, man. They got a lot of interesting side characters in 400 Days. I give them that, man. These characters, like, they have personality, which, you know, a lot of these Walking Dead characters that I've mentioned so far, they don't really express their opinions, their personalities out like that. Eddie, he was a funny guy. He don't show up in season 3. I put him a little less likely than Nate if I had to put on a scale, but I like to see it. I like to see him show up again, man. I think he's a pretty cool dude, and scenes with him could be very funny. And that's one thing that's missing, is humor out of this The Walking Dead game. Okay, could do a little more humor. Bonnie showing up again. Well, that's based on your decision. She could possibly end up dead based on your decision. Leland, now I'm gonna just say no on him. D, she's already dead. But Bonnie showing up again, I don't think so, guys. I think we've done all we can with Bonnie, and I don't think we'll be seeing her again. Even though she does run away with Mike, the fact that she possibly end up dead just makes her very least likely to show up again. So no, I'm gonna say no on Bonnie. The pit stop residents, Roman and Stephanie. We already saw Stephanie at the end of episode 5 season 1, Lee chopping her up to bits. Roman, which is being reported, is dead. I don't know if you guys can tell me in the comments how Roman is dead. I would like to know that. I don't remember that situation coming up. But yeah, moving on. Shell's family. Let me get the resolution back. Oops, I went even bigger. Awesome. Oh well, alright, you get to see their faces better. This is awesome. Okay. Shell's family. Shell and Becca. Nah. I don't think any one of these is gonna return again. Both of them were in the Carver's camp, and no. You know, I would, but Shell, you know, maybe. But Becca, I actually would like to see this girl again. A lot of people don't like this girl, but I think she was interesting enough to the story to keep around. And I want to see her interact with Clementine. Alright, we saw a little scene with her reacting to Clementine as she was walking by in Carver's compound, but you just want to see a little more interaction between her and Clementine. I don't know why. For some reason that those conversations, I think, will be really intriguing to find out what they've been through and what they survived. Now Walt's family. Oh yeah, yeah. These guys, the old man and the woman. No, neither of them. You know, you saw the woman. She was already a zombie. Uh, Walt, based on your decision, he could be dead or alive. But no, I don't think he's gonna make a appearance. And this guy, Roberto, no, no way. House community, Tabia. Now Tabia, I think she can make an appearance in season 3. Alright guys, Tapia, no matter what you do, she's involved in the storyline. She is not dead under any circumstance. Now well, she could have died. She's unknown. She could have died in the Carver Walker herd, okay? She could have died by that. But I just find it hard to believe that everybody passed away right there. And Clementine, in the beginning of in season 3, we would probably find their corpses somewhere around the estate. They couldn't have gotten too far. If they didn't escape, then their bodies should be somewhere in there. Or, you know, they're walkers too. That could happen too. So, yeah, I don't know. But her in season 3, I think will be cool. Just because. I don't know why. But I want to see her in season 3. And I put it as more likely. I put it on the likely side, okay? Now, we're diving into season 2, guys. I know. Stick with me. We're halfway there. Season 2. Pit Stop Scavengers, Michelle, she's dead. The North Carolina group, Winston's group, Victor, Ralph, and Winston we saw outside of our little makeshift campfire with Krista. So we saw Victor at the end of season 2, episode 1. We decided to give him some water or not. Ralph, him too. Now these guys are all part of the Krista closure that I was talking about getting. So having one of these guys show up would be awesome, just for the fact of closure and maybe a little revenge as well. All right, now Victor, and to find out what happened to him. How did he end up on Wash the Shore half dead? How did that happen, dude? Don't really know about that. That's still a mystery out there, and I don't know why Telltale would bring it back up at the end of episode 1 in season 2 if they weren't going to like address it at all. Why bring him back up? Why wash him ashore again? Just to have us more confused about what's going on with Krista and what happened? Not too sure about that. Yeah, but so I want to see these guys, one of the two, just for closure and maybe a possible little revenge in season 3. Likely or not likely? I put them just as likely as Krista. Okay, so yes, likely. Them or Krista, one of the two have to show up, in my opinion. Now Luke, R.I.P. Luke. We all know he's dead. Can't save him, unfortunately. Carlos' family, poor Sarah, poor Carlos. R.I.P. to you guys from the house. Everybody from the house is dead, man. Like, how did that happen? We lost everybody from season 1, episode 1 in the house. None of those people are back. I mean, it's just crazy when you think about it. Everybody died. I mean, as soon as they met, maybe Clementine is cursed. Every person who meets Clementine ends up dying. Damn, that's messed up. But anyways, on to Rebecca's family. Alvin Jr., no doubt he'll be making an appearance in season 3 in some form or fashion. If Clementine is there, Alvin Jr. must be there. Alright, so I put this at damn near guaranteed that he'll be showing up. Peter's family, Nick, Peter, RIP to you guys, they're both dead. I wish Pete could have sticked around a little bit longer. I think he was one of the smarter ones in the group. Could have brought some rational decision making and maybe some smarter maybe some smarter dialogue to season 2 too. So yeah, you know, RP to Pete. I think it was a missed opportunity right there. Sarita, what, we can see her as a walker, you know. I guess it's possible, you know, when Kenny is actually if you don't chop off her arm, Kenny actually takes her with her, and in that situation we never see Kenny actually deal with Sarita. So he could have just, you know, saw her as a walker and just let her roam free. I don't know how that would have went down, but it's possible. And her showing up in season 3 though, no, not likely at all. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, no chance of it. And you know, Walter Matthew already did. Tennessee, Howe's Hard Work Community. Now I'm not about to go through all these people, okay guys. I'm just gonna go through the main ones that we've actually seen talk, I guess. Mike, yeah, I think he could show up, man. I think because look, there was a choice in place where, and I think in the PS4 version, where you can actually kill Mike. Okay, I think there was a original choice by Telltale, and they actually left that in the PS3 version, my bad. PS3 version of the game. So the fact that they went back, they took the time to edit that out and undo that choice where you can't kill Mike anymore makes me really think that he's going to have some kind of storyline or some kind of appearance in season 3. Because I don't know, why would they spend that much effort for someone who has no more involvement in the story than they want to use? Or maybe they're just in the process of making the season 3 storyline and they didn't know whether or not they wanted to bring up Mike again, and they want to make sure he's alive in everybody's gameplay. So when they do bring him up, he would make sense. So, you know, just thinking about that makes him more likely for season 3. I put him pretty up there, alright? Not guaranteed, but very, very likely for him to show up, okay, guys? It's somewhere in season 3. Maybe not the first episode, maybe not the second one, but somewhere. Now, Jane, I put her as damn near guaranteed, okay? We're gonna get some context about Jane, at least find out what happened to her at the very least in season 3. Even if you, of course, if you choose her way. Now, if you go the opposite way with Kenny, then no, that's all she wrote for Jane. I don't think we'll hear or talk about her anymore. But yeah, Jane in season 3, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen, man. Hank, no, and the rest of these guys are already dead, man. Troy, William, Reggie, and Johnny. Okay, the Russian group, these guys can't shoot for shit, bro. They were better off fighting us in the fist fight because I don't know how everybody just died and really nobody in our group really got hurt, man. Arvo, actually made a video about Arvo in season 3 possible returning. You guys can check it out here. But yeah, Arvo returning, like I said, it'd be very nice just for the fact of a little revenge for Clementine. You know, he did put her in that risky situation that could have cost her life. And anybody who hurts Clementine, as I read in a previous comment, anybody who hurts Clementine always ends up dead. Alright, that seems to be a trend going around. And the only one left unattended to is Arvo. And so I owe him something. I owe him a bullet. I still want to pay him back. So him in season 3, I don't put him as guaranteed, but I put him as not very likely, because I don't know how he would make sense in the story, to be honest. Because I don't know, the whole Russian thing didn't make any sense in the story to me. But I can see it happening. I can see it happening, guys. Randy's family, this is based on your decision whether you go with Jane's or Clementine's way of thing, or I mean Jane's or Kenny's side. You know, that depends on you. But these guys actually showing up in season 3. Yeah, I think it's possible. But these guys are double determinant characters. There's multiple ways where these guys cannot be in a storyline. Of course, if you choose Kenny's ways, then no way. But then even on the Jane side of things, that if you choose to cast them aside and like send them out, not invite them in, they cannot be in too. So that's double determination. There's 2 decisions you can make to make sure they're not involved. Or maybe even if you do, like based on your decision whether to bring them in or keep them out, they turn into, you know, your friends versus your enemies. If you cast them out, maybe they'll come back later and actually try to fight you and Jane to overtake you guys from the compound. I mean, it's just Jane and Clem there. They have to feel like, this dude right here, Randy, feels like he probably has to feel like, okay, I can take these girls, all right? If I have to, I'll do what I can to make sure my family survives. You know, if he has that kind of mentality, then he won't take no for an answer. He may come back later, all right, without his wife and his kid there to possibly get injured in the process, all right? That would not be a good scenario. I don't want to see that, but yeah, if we invite them in, then they're our allies and they'll help us, you know, build up Wellington, make sure there's food to go around, do any kind of scavenging for supplies if need be. And one of these 2 people may have some kind of skill that could be very instrumental to the group. Don't really know too much about them, but I'm interested to find out. Them in season 3, I put them up very likely, but their involvement in the story, I don't put them very high because they're just too determinant to be like have a significant role. All right, guys. And where we at? Edith. All right, I put her very likely. She is alive. We haven't seen a clear, definite alive character in a long time here. This Greene looks kind of weird. So yes, if you choose the Wellington storyline, then with Kenny, then I think she will be showing up. I could put her damn near guaranteed in season 3 if they want to develop the Wellington storyline, unless there's a time skip. If there's a time skip, then no, I don't see her showing up. But for her, I put her damn near guaranteed. All right, so yes, let's go, Edith. I want to learn more about you and Wellington in season 3. Okay, guys, I've been talking for a long time now. We're on to the damn animals. Are you serious? All right, so Maybell, no, she's not showing up. But we may see her. We may see her offspring. Remember, she was pregnant, so we could see a baby cow out there. That'd be a nice little nod to season 1, episode 2, though. Probably my favorite episode in the entire game, right there, guys. Sam and Walter. No, these are no. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it for the series characters. All right, people. So, yo, that is it, man. I went through every single character, talked about them all. And now I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you guys think from this roster, this plethora of Walking Dead characters that we've been seeing throughout the years can possibly show up in season 3? All right, Telltale may not use any of these people anymore, man. They may be starting up something completely new. All right, only people I said, Clementine and AJ, have to be involved. Those are the only two I feel like if they're not in the story somewhere, then Telltale's really doing the fans an injustice right here. But everybody else is just up for grabs and may or may not be there. Telltale may take this opportunity to develop some new characters, get some new folks out there instead of using the same old people that we already know. Give us something that we've never seen before, some people we've never seen before. So yo, those are my thoughts about this, man. Completely speculation and completely guessing at this point right now. But I want to hear what you guys say, man. Comment below what characters you think will be returning in season 3. And I'm out here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for next week, Walking Dead Wednesday, where I will be doing a live stream. So stay tuned for that. Live streaming Walking Dead season 2. I think episode 2 is where we're on right now. I'll be posting an update on Monday. Just to let you guys know the stream is coming on Wednesday. And I'll also post on Wednesday when I am live. Okay, if you want to go ahead and follow me on Twitch, the link is in the description, and follow me on Twitter too if you don't want to miss any videos or any stream updates from me. All right, guys, so I know this video ran pretty long and I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Deuce.